So, welcome. We are now in the middle of a brand new day and a brand new challenge here on the Producer Playoffs. Joining us today throughout the entire experience, we have Will Power from Bandwidth Studios in Atlanta coming down to take some time to see the sportsmanship on display here from some Audiotool producers. I'm excited to welcome you in as we're taking some time with, I believe Katowice is actually how to pronounce the event, taking place not here in the United States. So I'm here at home. Notice we have a beautiful reversed Audiotool banner across my couch. I put a lot of work into our appearance for today, and I'm very excited to welcome in everybody for a new challenge. Hats off to Will Power for taking some time with us. Will, I'm going to turn on your audio and allow you to say hi to the world.
What's up? Let's go.
All right, so for today's challenge, we're going to take some time to really acknowledge the effect that music has on somebody's feelings for a video game. There's a lot that you can convey through music. I think of my time playing through Metal Gear Solid 4, there was literally a track titled Snake's Theme. It is a flamenco guitar with a bunch of reverb and delay, and it's just so somber and sad feeling. And it made all the scenes with him in it feel so tragic. So I want to ask you, as we go through and present this image, what are the feelings it evokes? Poor craftsmanship? Not a very good understanding of color theory? Is that what it evokes? But nonetheless, we have this character, brand new to Dota 2, a new hero lined up. I swear this is an official leak brought to you by the Producer Playoffs, not something that was whipped up in MS Paint 5 minutes ago. His name is Shmimpoop, and he will be the latest hero that has who knows what kind of music to set the tone. We see a couple of weapons that he's carrying on his back. He's in the woods. I'm kind of feeling like elfish or something with that. But I think we can really communicate a lot more if you were to have a theme song of sorts, even a leitmotif. So as we go through and we open up the studio that's been set up for this, you'll notice it is completely blank. And I want to let everybody know here in the Producer Playoffs, Challenge 2, that it is free game. Whatever you decide to do to craft up a character for Shmimpoop, it's right there for you. So go ahead and see how best you can convey his character. Of course, there's going to be some things that fit, some things that don't. I do not see hardstyle dubstep really doing a whole lot for him, but who knows? Maybe you and your endless creativity can make it work. So with that said, I'm ready to get everything started up. Let's go in here and let's check within the Discord. Everybody have their streams ready. Everybody have the project pulled up. Any last second objections before we go ahead and fire off the starting round? All right. Speak now or forever hold your peace. We have an hour and a half to craft up. At the very least, really just 30 seconds is what we're looking for. There's no hard limit on it. But if you have yours as just a millisecond of audio, it's not going to quite cut it. So make it something reasonable. Make it something high quality with the short amount of time that we're looking for. Truly, 4 bars would end up being enough to convey his character. If everybody has their windows open, if everybody has their streams ready, no final objections, correct? All right. Well, everybody, go ahead and get started. We're going to come over here and we're going to take some time to join in on the streams. Now, Will, I'm going to go ahead and just share my entire screen here with you. But if you also want, we can just start here on Brainwalkers. You see that there on Discord? All right.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. So we're throwing down a drum machine here first. Probably a good start for setting up the tone, just figuring out the devices that we want to use for that. We did say that this is a Dota 2 hero, so if you'll notice up in the top tabs, we've already pulled up some of the Dota 2 original soundtrack, so it sounds like he's going to be trying to make this true to the game, which I really appreciate some consistency there. Take a look over at L Rider's stream and see his starting roster of Audiotool devices. L Rider, is that like a copy? Okay, he's got 2 windows open. L Rider, real quick, can I see the timeline? Oh, you're okay. Yeah, it's just the 2. Yeah, I see the windows too. So you've taken, I think, you're good, man. You've taken just kind of like a chain of different devices and copied and pasted it in, right?
Kind of, yeah. It's got all different presets and everything in each one of them.
Okay.
Different reverb, detune.
You're good. I'm just checking here as someone trying to hold this up. Can you open up the timeline real quick?
Timeline, this.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Is there already a song that's loaded up and prepared? Because we want to make this all from scratch here.
Yeah, this is all scratch.
No, we want to make it like starting right now. And sorry if I wasn't clear enough there.
Oh, you
on
want to
those
make it like right
instructions.
now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll make
yeah.
a new one. Make a new one.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Now
okay.
you're welcome to copy
Cool.
and paste any chains, especially use any presets that you want. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blow my cover here on this, and I'm gonna take some time also showing this to Willpower. I think there are some fantastic tools that have been set up by previous users. So Will, I'm gonna share this track with you, and we're gonna take a listen. This was with the Audiotool day that just wrapped up a few weeks ago. The song that placed in 8th place, I think, has some phenomenal sounds that we're going to use for this. So I'm going to send this to you on a message. Let's take a listen right there. And then I'm going to play this on stream for everybody to hear too. So I'm going to pop on over. This is Kyrie, The Bell Tolls to Remind Us. And right off the bat, already some really light bells. Very cinematic score. The entire song is 21 minutes long. So we're not going to listen to the entirety of it. I'm going to skip to about 4.5 minutes in here. Here we are. Lots of great strings, really great drums, an absolute monster of a workspace, and a flute that was made using some Heisenberg synthesizers. And the great news for everybody competing, I know, the great news for everybody who's competing is that track is open for remix. If you want to take any of those synthesizers that Kyrie has already set up, it is a copy and paste away because it's all open source for you. Let's take some time here. Go over to Sandbergen's and see what he has going on stream. He's making him sneaky. Got a pulveritizer, some delay. I got a feeling we're going to end up getting a techno banger, Will, from Sandbergen. This is kind of his MO. Head over to Velinor's stream with his crazy color layout. Already some Heisenbergs laid down, and we're building some chords. Let's take a peek at them. Ha! Jaunty! Boom, 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 boom. Honestly, goodness. I think that's going to end up being pretty darn good. And of course, since this challenge is set up to be where nothing's off limits, you can make this in any style that you're familiar with too. We had a little earlier where Prod Quinn was talking that he's going to end up doing something trappy and just make it pseudo Legend of Zelda with all the different melodies going on, like some Lost in the Woods style stuff there, just with a pumping 808 that he's already familiar with using. In all honesty, that would end up fitting pretty well. Will, were you able to look at the artwork for Shmimpoop?
Yeah, I was.
So what are you thinking whenever you see like this kind of like elf type character? Like what would be the direction you would start going in?
It's super whimsical, something whimsical, and I don't know.
What kind of instruments do you think like you'd start pulling up immediately? We had some people talking about like ukulele and just, you know, some very like organic live sounds like that, like chimes and stuff.
Flute.
Mm-hmm. What would you do for percussion for something like this?
Pick something. Big drums, big.
Okay, so like very like cinematic in sound.
That's a good word for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, like some timpani and like some
Or like old
marching
style
snare and
drums.
stuff.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that.
big reverbs.
I think like Lord of the Rings soundtrack would be like a starting place for
Well,
inspiration.
yes, I agree.
I have a masseuse and comes out and sees me and my wife. We have her where she comes over to our house. Met her a couple of years ago. Has been phenomenal. But she just comes around with like a little like Bluetooth speaker, right? And just you could always go into a massage parlor and they're playing like a bunch of ambient pads and kind of real soothing music. She plays the Lord of the Rings soundtrack off of Spotify on the speaker, and that's our soothing music while we're getting massages. So I don't know. I feel like words like jaunty I think really fit this character. Like I would almost go for like, and I hope this doesn't sound, I hope this isn't a bad term. Some almost like kind of like gypsy sounding music I think would be fitting. Will, what was that? I didn't catch it. Hmm. Let's go back over here to Brainwalker's stream. So we saw where he was starting off with a drum pad, and now he has some more devices in here. So I got volume cranked on his stream. Show non-video participants. Yeah, it's totally fine. See, we've had an issue with his sound, but we did have it earlier. I am seeing a space. My assumption right off the bat with him using a space synthesizer is that we're getting some string sounds. Take a peek back over with L Rider, and he's got a lot of work done already. Cobalt, that is a favorite poet right there. Got all the different
I'm
effects being split off. What's up, Quinn?
I'm having some trouble with audio tools being kind of slow for me right now.
We do have like 1,000 people that all just opened up this song. Are you having any issues getting the draft opened up and rolling?
Oh, I have it open. It's just a little slow. I think
Oh,
it should be
okay.
good though.
If you need to drop out of the call here on Discord and come back whenever you're done, I mean, that should be totally fine. Because that might be
Okay.
taxing out your computer.
Okay.
All right, man. Looking forward to what you're cooking. Let's head back over to Sandbergen's stream, where well, he still has it set up in 4/4. I think he's just working in triplets on 4/4.
That's interesting.
That's got a nice sound. Willpower, are you able to listen in on Sandbergen's stream right now? I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there we go. Got his timeline pulled open. I wish I could zoom in here and see what he's really doing. I like it though. It makes Shmimpoop right here sound like he's sneaking around. Like he's a sneaky little son of a gun. Like he's stolen all this stuff that's on his back. I don't know, maybe that could be... I've never played Dota. I don't know how it performs, but maybe there could be a mechanic where you're stealing something from like an enemy or opposing player. Willpower, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I looked up Dota 2. I know I had some friends in college that were real excited when it came out and were like spending just nights on end playing it, but I never joined in with them on the session. All I really noticed was that it has some really great artwork. It looks like borderline Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons style illustrations. Have you ever messed around with any of the Dota series? We're not coming in with a bias then on what the music should sound like. Maybe that's a little bit more fair. Will, what all games do you play? I know last time we had talked, I think it was just kind of like Super Mario and like some classics like that you're familiar with.
Yeah, man, like I'm not super heavy in the gaming. I do love like Call of Duty, and I'm actually into the sports games, so I definitely love Madden.
Okay. Yeah.
But for basic, but
No, man. Madden. Okay, so Madden has a bunch of licensed music to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's not like very like, okay, here's, ESPN sounding like beats. Like it's just straight up like, oh, here's like a top 40s hit that's been thrown in on this song. Like that's expensive as all get out.
Quite a few songs on Madden, so it's not as deep to the game. Yes, it's just more popular.
Yeah. Would that end up being like a really
I'm like
lucrative
that, dude.
sync deal?
Do you know anything about like Zelda and all those types of games?
Yeah, dude. That's okay. So my wife's account on Audiotool, her profile picture is just a picture of Link. Like that was her whole like video game upbringing was like Majora's Mask and all the Nintendo 64 Zelda games. Like she's all about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Music was crazy.
Man, I used to have because I got a Wii. That's the only Nintendo system that I have, and I used to have a copy of Twilight Princess for it. But I'm looking up at my collection, and I must have lost that over time. I still keep games on disc. I don't like having them all digital all the time.
Great game now.
There was one of the Legend of Zelda games they had come out for the Wii. Super cool because you actually are swinging around the sword like with the Wii remote. Crazy ton of fun. Bow and arrows on it. It was like sick. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't aged as well. I remember it being like the like coolest, cleanest like combat. Like it felt like I was actually fighting stuff. Let's take some time back over at Brainwalkers. I'm wondering. Oh, he's recording some stuff. He's playing stuff live.
I wish I could do that.
You get L Rider. If you get like a little MIDI control, you could play it on your keyboard. Like you already got that set up right there.
True.
I don't personally like playing it on just a keyboard. I actually all of my MIDI controller keyboards that I can actually like plug in via USB, they're all monophonic, which is like something I just really need to like spend the $50 on just like, getting like a little touch or something like that I can fool around with. But I know I had somebody in the chat earlier that was talking about recording all the live instruments. I believe that was either Drew or Prod Quinn. We don't have access to their stream, so we'll have to see. Oh, wait, no, hold up. There's Prod Quinn right there. What am I talking about? I just hadn't watched it yet. Okay, hold up. That's it right there. Straight up flute. Literally, the loop on Prod Quinn's is called Zelda Pad. Oh, and he's using one from Frigilito, who did one of our challenges for the summer games. Dude, heck yeah.
I made this pad on FL a while back.
Dude, it sounds perfect for this. And the flute like melody over that. This is You don't have to do what I'm humming. I'm feeling this. Man. This is nice. All right. Will, Prod Quinn stream right now. Are you hearing the sounds that he's already got like rigged up?
He sounds.
It's like borderline like Animal Crossing. It's like whenever you'd stroll into a little village in The Legend of Zelda. You're going up to like some shopkeep, and it's all happy. He's really crafting up a hot melody on this too. That's nice. All with his mouse. Good choice. Man. All right, Brainwalker's looking up for some strings, I think. L Rider, I'm gonna turn up his volume here. And everybody, just so you know, when I'm coming over to your stream and addressing you, you don't have to respond to me. I don't want to be just an entire distraction at another end of the challenge. I know I'm already talking in your ears the whole time, so I apologize. But L Rider, this is fantastic. I just want to give you some encouragement. That's a fantastic sound on that space. Oh my goodness. He's been kicked out from the kingdom of light and is now wandering through the woods. All right. Sandbergen, it's been a minute since I've checked up on his. With the flute sounds again. You think we could, I don't know. How hard do you think it is to make like a flute sound from scratch on a synthesizer?
Very.
Really?
Because you gotta get it. You gotta get like airy. It's really hard to get airy with it.
Yeah,
You have to like layer it with like a space.
Well, and especially like the like real quick moment of like breath kind of like hitting it.
You also gotta like layer the space and Heisenberg.
I think, well, you can also do on the space. Let me come back into frame here for a second. On the space, you also have the ability with the mod envelope to have it go from layer A to layer B. So layer A can just be like straight up noise. Like, and then it goes over real quick to like layer B on that envelope. And then that's like your more kind of like hollow, even, doesn't have as much of like the noise and all the upper harmonics and stuff. That'd be a good way to do it. So I'm gonna plug up. My computer has 1,000 things running on it, but I'm gonna pull up over here. Roland. It's not the straight up like Juno. It's the Alpha Juno. Uno. And I'm going to see if I can rig up a flute sound, because I'm pretty sure it's got some presets on it. I got to be like pretty close to that. So let's take some time.
Well, you have me unmuted?
Yeah, I got you unmuted.
Or
I'm doing some side missions over here during the producer playoffs.
My mic sound better than it did before?
Oh yeah, dude, it sounds a whole lot better. Is that on your phone?
All right. Yeah.
Nice. They got some string sounds on that preset. I think I can work with that. I might have something just flat out called a flute. Noise shot, stretching, hold position, timpani. Oh, here we go. Here's kind of a sine wave. And then we got like some pulse width modulation. Let's see what we can set up here. Oh, I got ring modulation on this. Let's crank that. Parameter select. Oh man. Value. 32. Oh wow. Wow. Let me tell you. Oh my goodness. Y'all are lucky to be working with the Audiotool synthesizers. This is what we had to put up with back in the day. Can I put this on camera? Can you see this over here? This is, oh no, it's not going to reach. This is a dial wheel that I'm setting up everything on. I don't have a mouse. I don't have a keyboard. I don't have anything where I can type in what I want to play on my keyboard. I have to go over, and there's little buttons I can press, and they don't do everything. You got to get them to the point where they do what you need. Like, by holding down shift keys and, like, 3 other keys all at the same time, end up, through some arcane, decoded effort, telling Roland that, yes, indeed, I do want to adjust the attack on this keyboard. But there's other things that are there. There's a panic button. I don't know what in the world the panic button does on this keyboard. It doesn't reset me to defaults or bring me out of a preset real quick or anything useful like that. They just threw a panic button on it. No idea. No idea what it's been set up there for. But truthfully, sometimes when you're buying older gear, you're just doing it for the presets. Will, I noticed in, if I can bring you into this conversation here, at Bandwidth Studios, you had a couple different select keyboards that were in there. Are those more just used as controllers, or are you using like select piano sounds off of them and stuff like that? Because I wasn't seeing like the Yamaha Composer pianos that you would normally see.
Controllers. I used to have like the Juno 106 and a few different older ones, but you know, it's all now, man, VSTs and stuff like that. So we really just use them for controllers now.
Mm-hmm. No, and even then, whenever you had the Juno, you were probably just using like presets, like the Juno sound that everybody's kind of expecting off it.
But you could with it. Work then though.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great sound, but just for going in and customizing it, like, you're right, VSTs doing everything like digitally, like that is the way to go, because first off, there's like unlimited presets that you can pull from. You just end up downloading a couple off a shady website and boom, you got like 1,000 other sounds loaded up on your device. You got people putting up presets for free online, like, hey, this is my pack right here for this one from like, what's the Arturia pack that they have with like the DX7 and all that in it?
Yeah. That and Serum and all those. Serum has a bunch of them too.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing that I like about Audiotool, is just having like just unlimited presets put up from everybody. Like even what we were recommending earlier, there's just artists where it's like, oh, I like what they do. I can go through all their presets. We know Frigolito has a fantastic flute preset that everybody ends up using. We know that Kyrie track that we pulled up earlier has some phenomenal sounds for some more like symphonic things, and it's all just been kind of jerry-rigged through the tools that have been available on Audiotool. It's a whole lot better. I remember downloading preset pack for my micro Korg, because I wasn't very good at adjusting all the sounds on it, and I really wanted to do like synthwave. And it has some good presets on it for that. And I had figured out like some real basic stuff for like adjusting, you know, filter and resonance and going in and adjusting like, you know, chorus effects and stuff like that on it to make it sound pretty darn good. But there's like real specific like synth-based tones. I don't want something that's wow. I want something that's gonna punch, that's gonna hit, that's gonna have like, you know, some fuzz and distortion to it. So I invoked the help of some more experienced artists that I had discovered on YouTube, downloaded their packs, and I couldn't get them on the micro Korg. you have to go through like different firmware updates, and then you have to figure out, okay, is this the exact right sample pack? Did I just download a virus onto my computer? There's not a lot of help online for this because people hate the microcorg and will mock you for using it. But on Audiotool, for real, it's just like the search bar, and I'm putting that in, and I have the sounds that I need like loaded up right there. Even then with like VSTs, getting everything pulled up, it's still a whole lot of like file management that you have to go through for it. Let's head on over. I got Sandbergen. He's been muted here for a second. Let's go back over to his stream. Let's unmute him. Leaning in on very video gamey sounds. I think this was a good choice, allowing people to focus in on just a shorter segment of a song, just really allowing people to spend the full hour and a half on just like crafting out some really good sounds for just one section. See, Velinor, did I mute you? I did. That's wrong. L Ryder, do you have like news like playing in the background of your house?
It's my TV, yeah.
What's the story on?
It's a YouTube video.
Oh, okay.
They're reviewing crashes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But
You're not just like straight up just watching the news.
no.
Never. That's how I got my start in media, was doing news. Hey, RG. I know you said that you probably wouldn't be able to join in until a little bit later, but welcome. Glad to have you. Hey, we have here until about 5:45, right? Yeah, about an hour. Yeah, about till 5:45 for you to get the track in. So if you're able to, go ahead and launch your screen so we can see what you got going on. And then we also have somebody else with a creepy... We got Blank that is also joined in. Welcome. Yeah, Brainwalker, we're gonna have to wait. Head back over to Prod Quince, though. And he's for real making like Zelda Trap on this. All right. Got a bit crushed 808. Oh, okay, RG, you're doing it on a separate device. I gotcha. Well, here. I'll hop off your stream. You're still getting everything set up. Ooh. Okay. Willpower. What Zelda games did you play? Do you remember the name of any of the Legend of Zelda games that you were whipping up back in the day? Was it Nintendo 64? Was it Super Nintendo?
Nintendo, yeah.
Man, okay, so you remember the little fairy that follow you around and like tell you tutorials and get on your nerves? Well, you know, the main line that she'd say was, "Hey, listen," right? Man, you chop up hay Oh, you got a chant now all of a sudden. That's what Prod Quinn just figured out on his.
Just need to tap in on Sandberg.
I like his a whole lot. His sounds, first off, it's in 4/4, but I think he's doing the whole entire thing in triplets. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some really good sounds on it.
Crazy too, though.
I like those twinkly arps that are playing of his, man. But you take a peek over at Prod Quinn's.
Where I'm at now.
I mean, what you think about that, man?
I don't know.
Dragging in some new sounds. That's borderline like finished. That's really good. Let's head back over. All right, RG. And RG, you can just submit. You don't have to stream the entire process. It's nice, you know. It kind of allows us to have a little bit of a relationship with your song. But man, if it's too complicated, you don't gotta worry about it. I want to keep everything focused in. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I'm over here on Velinor's stream now, and he's got some marching snare like we were talking about earlier rolling on this. And he's got a bass that he... Oh, okay. No, he has it going down in pitch just a little bit. For the... I don't know what you'd call that. Not flammed on a snare. There we go. Making it feel lively. Because you wouldn't call that a ratchet if you're like actually a percussionist. I only know to call it a ratchet from, you know, really, really poor communication with other producers. So that made it really bright. I really like the sound that he has going though. Wow. So Velinor, I feel like is staying very true to this kind of like fantasy theme on his. But still, I could see it be like the opening to, you know, like some digicore song or something like that. Got a good view on RG's background here. Oh, and RG, it looks like you're on a team too. Okay. I think that's I can't remember his username. It's like peanut butter and jelly or something like that. I hope I didn't get that horribly wrong. Oh man, but so glad to see you guys.
It's Jack and Jelly.
Jack and Jelly, there we go. Jack and Jelly went up the hill to a welly to fetch a pail of water. Jelly fell down, busted his cap, and Jelly came tumbling down too, I guess. I don't know.
We starting or are we waiting to 4?
Oh, sorry. We are in Eastern time, so we have started. So I see you already got some stuff loaded up there in the timeline, so you're good to go ahead and just keep on working on the track. How long have you been working on it? Because that'll let me know the time to stop for you. Because it's an hour and a half overall. I want to have an unfair advantage.
So I start playing it.
No, okay. I'm talking about the time that you're working on the track. We want to keep it limited to an hour and a half for each contestant, so it's fair. So that's why we started at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So we still have about 45 minutes left on the clock. Did you, because we published this at about 3 o'clock, did you start at 3 o'clock when the draft was put up?
We started a bit after and we already finished it.
Okay, so right now would be your time to stop working on it. Go ahead and hit publish on your track, okay? And then whenever we're doing the judging phase here in about 45 minutes, we'll go ahead and count yours in on it along with Volcron's. We had 2 early entries just because it's kind of some odd time, so that works out. Glad you were able to make it in for the stream though. Yeah, feel free to just keep on hanging around on Twitch. We're gonna take some time to present the song that everybody can hear on stream. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah, brother. Thank you for entering. Take a peek at L Rider here. I really like those drum sounds that you picked. And I still really like the string sound a whole lot. Stereo to tune, ton of noise, chorus. I mean, you've made some good choices on that. Okay. Ooh. That feels good. Just going up and down, arpeggiating through the chords right there. That almost feels... Honest to goodness, that's like almost Baroque. I didn't know there was a keyboard shortcut to raise and lower by an octave, L Rider. You're making me feel ashamed.
Yeah, it's just shift up key.
Golly. I've been working
And
with
he's like-
Audiotool for like 12 years, and I've never known that.
I might change over this.
All right, L Rider's setting up some more stuff. We've taken some time here on Sandbergens as well. We've already had 2 tracks get published, as a matter of fact. So real quick, I'm gonna unmute you with your stream for later. But Will, I'm gonna take some time here to take a peek at some of the tracks that have already been published from some people that entered a little earlier today. RG Solo may have had a little bit more than an hour and a half, but honest to goodness, not by much. I'm gonna say that's totally fine. We had earlier...
We finished the track in like 30 minutes.
Do you want to spend the next hour working on it if you only put 30 minutes into it? Because we had Volcron do his at 45. He had to go off to work, and he is an Audiotool veteran, so I also want to get to his as well. Well, RG, I'm just going to go ahead and take a listen to your song. If you end up republishing it, make sure and message me and let me know. But if you only spent 30 minutes on it, you have a full other hour. We don't even have an hour left in this challenge right now. So go ahead and spend the next about 45 minutes work on that. I'm going to grab a hold of my voice here and go over to our producer playoffs here. And I'm just going to pull up our track and take a look at our remixes. All right. So we got Volcon's track. I wasn't able to hear while he was working on it. This is going to be the first preview that I have. And Willpower, if you click on my stream that I'm sharing right now in Discord, you're going to be able to hear it as well. So I'm going to go and let me see. Should I add that? I should add that. Yeah. So everybody can see it as well. Add the screen capture for Chrome. Let me shrink that down for everybody too. Let's move it in front. There we go. All right. So, list of remixes. Volcron is at work, doesn't know that I'm doing this right now. He titled it Gotta Go Fast because he only had 45 minutes, about 30 minutes. Depends on when he actually started working on it. But nonetheless, I was here with him telling him about it, so let's take a look. Also, he said that he just copied and pasted the first part like over and over again. So we'll see. We'll see how well it works. Let's head over to his page to get a play off of that.
You're not gonna catch up.
Yeah, let's get that. Will, were you able to hear that off of my stream? If not,
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh my
I liked
goodness.
it. No drums, but it was sick.
Yeah, no, I mean the lead on it is kind of making me feel like Donkey Kong Country kind of vibes. Almost like aquatic ambience, like I feel like that can even be in there. And it's somber. Like I've been making jokes at Shmimpoop's expense this entire time, but like makes him like a tragic character. Man, okay. Guitar and Drew vocals. Quimby or Go Crazy? Yeah, they are. My goodness. Okay. Gotta give RG a little bit more time here just to be cooking up with Jack and Jelly, getting everything wrapped up. Let's unmute L Riders. Oh, okay. Just got a request to come over and check out Prod Quinn's stream. Quinn, yours makes it sound like Shmimpoop is like somebody's plug. Dog, those vocals, that's crazy that you got that done so fast.
Yeah, that was Drew. That wasn't me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Drew, dude, hats off. Is that kind of your whole... And then, Drew, you also said you're the one earlier that said you're going to try and do like some ukulele or some live instrument with it, right? Yes, Noswalt, I did. Well, that's going to be nuts if you can end up getting that in. Man.
Yeah, that would be crazy, but I don't know how I would work that into this song. So
Man, I don't got a ukulele on me, but let's see. Goodness.
Cause I mean, I got the uke right here. Hold on, let me turn on my camera. Is it gonna show my face or my two computers on my desk? Let's see. with two computers because I don't look well today.
Well, Drew, I think even just like some. Let me get this hooked up so you can actually hear it. That'd probably be the best. I think even just some like really basic, like little ostinatos or something. Where's the notes that I need for that? What did I do wrong? I hooked up my keyboard and I unplugged my guitar. That's what's going wrong. All right, here we go. I think some really simple, and not to give you too much of an unfair. Just some really like simple things like that over it. End up fitting pretty well.
I might just do a repeating note. I might do a repeating note for an effect.
Yeah, and then
Actually.
just slap like a ton of delay on it or something. Make it almost like a pad in the background. Filter it.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
Get that uke action going, man.
I thought that was an Audiotool body pillow for a second.
It is, and it comforts me in my sleep every night. Skybound Zoo joining in. Welcome.
I'm merely a spectator.
You're not gonna compete. You got like 30 minutes. Is that enough?
I'm just here for the vibes, man.
Dog. So what do you think about the challenge? Have you been able to take a peek at everybody's stream, see what they're cooking up so far?
I'm listening to Sandy's right now.
Bro,
Never thought I'd experience the day where I actually watch him work.
I have done exactly one collab with Sandbergen, and I completely dropped the ball. This was like years ago. I had no idea what to do. I was fanboying the whole time.
No,
So I
that's
threw
real.
down some chords that I'm pretty sure were in the wrong key, and then I got like so nervous. Dog, he's randomizing the Heisenberg right now. Oh wait, no, he's going through presets. Excuse me. Ignore what I just said. Thought he was hitting R and trying to get a good sound.
I didn't know you could do that.
Basically how you make a dubstep set. Screw learning FM. Or on the space, you've messed around with the randomize on the space, right?
Yeah, I should probably learn how to actually do stuff. I've been forever button mashing.
I don't know, man. You have like a really unique approach to using the studio.
I wish the Machinist was a standalone VST.
You want a physical
Or what in the
machinist?
shop. Literally, yes.
Dog, yeah. That's my favorite
What is it
question.
modeled after?
I don't know. It's kind of NPC-ish with like some of the newer like, touchscreen NPCs. But I don't know. I think it was more like software focused. Because I remember like using like Avery like drum machines, like VSTs and stuff like that, like way back in the day, and they looked almost exactly like the Machinist. I'm not aware
to
of.
me, it's just perfect in its limitations.
Well, I'm not aware
It
of like
makes-
any drum machine that has where it's like your 16 channel, your 16 note or 32 note or whatever, where you can kind of program, and it has that for like every single track.
Yeah.
Like even
that's
you
the
end up
thing.
doing like, touch, like, oh my God, let me turn down Sandbergen. That's like super loud. Wait, am I on Brainwalker? I'm able to hear Brainwalker's audio? No. I'm on somebody else's. I think I'm on his. I don't know. I just heard a really loud China. Yeah, I don't know any of them that have, or it's literally the grid for like every single instrument that you can load up on the drum machine. you're stuck, if you can see my camera, with like backwards ingenuity.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, where you have to. This is. I hate this drum machine. It's why I keep it. I want to make it sound good,
Mm,
so I can't bear to get rid of it. I feel like it's defeated me. But yeah, going through and having to hold down like a shift function to select the drum that I'm trying to affect, and then like the whole entire pattern changes, like on what I'm seeing right there. Like I want to know like what my kick and my hi-hat and my snare and like every single layer is doing at the same time.
mm,
And I mean that's one of the best things about just the layout for doing stuff on the grid with the machinist. I
yeah.
have
In
started
terms of
just doing everything on
sequencers,
note tracks with it though.
yeah, you can't go wrong with just having that total freedom with well, more freedom.
Hmm.
But yeah, in terms of like physical sequencers, the OPZ is the closest thing from Teenage Engineering
Well, yeah, because you have
that
on
I've
all of
gotten
their
to that.
different drum setups like little animations of like everything that's going on with it.
Hmm.
Wait, that's the OP1. You're talking to
The
OPZ.
OPZ,
Yeah, the
yeah,
smaller one.
yeah, that one they give you 8 channels, and I can put any sample on it, but the limitation is it's only 8 channels, and then I can only do but so much in terms of how I can affect that sample.
I mean, even that kind of workflow, it's like really similar to like whenever I was working on an older PC on Audiotool, and there was
Mhm.
only like so many different devices that I could handle at a time, and I would have to
Yeah,
like bounce it down and render it out as a sample. And then I'd have to start over from scratch, and I'm kind of stuck with what I did with that original sample. That's kind of the
yeah.
workflow it sounds like you'd get like stuck in with the OPZ, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I can only load, but what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 12 samples and call it a day. So it's a lot of just making things sound way different than what they actually are, which is, I guess, what I already do in Audio Tool
No,
anyway.
for sure. So, I mean, do you feel
Yo,
like that? Because
Nazwell,
that's
what
like
time is it?
it's
What
4:57.
time is
It's 4:57,
No, no,
Joey.
no. Fuck you. Fuck you. What
Okay.
time is it?
Um. Wow. So we got with like old like Tascam like tape units and stuff where you'd end up kind of bouncing
Mm,
down everything for that. You ever fooled around any of those? I feel like you would probably like that a lot.
not a Tascam, but I do have just a singular tape that was modded, has like a little pitch wheel on it. I do like making my own tape loops and stuff. Yeah.
Doug, do you have an Instagram where you put that up like next to a bunch of little like succulents and stuff? Your tape loops.
I still suck at sharing music.
Bro, no way, but you got an OPZ. You need to do the music influencer page with the little like succulents and like the wooden desk and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Dog, I love those videos. I get hooked.
Yeah. I got really into physical pedals too, like really obscure loop pedals. So there was one by this Canadian manufacturer, a Montreal Assembly. I have quite a few of their pedals that are just random loopers. Just super quirky. I love that stuff, man.
Dog, so I
You're
got
pulling them out.
the El Cheapo Donner.
Okay.
And this is like a $50 pedal. So I was
Mhm.
thinking like zero consequence to purchasing this and getting it shipped, right?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. Called the Mod Square. So this has like every single like effect that I love in Audiotool. It's a little bit stripped down, a little basic. It only has like your depth, your rate, and then like your affected level. That's all it has. But it's got flanger. The vibrato on it is fantastic. I love it. It's got a little rotary. That's just your faster vibrato. If I'm being
Yeah.
totally honest, right there. A couple different choruses that, honest to goodness, like one sounds like it has like a 3-voice and one's like a 5-voice chorus, which is really
Interesting.
impressive for just a tiny little digital pedal like this. There's like no brains
Yeah.
going on in it. It's just a chip and an in and out. And then recently, you fool around with Electro Harmonics and any of their stuff?
I have a reverb pedal by them.
I recently
it.
got the Super Ego,
Mm.
and this thing I got it used. I don't have the manual with it. This
Mhm.
thing is I have the PDF of the manual on my phone that I've been going through and slowly reading. It is an enigma. All I can understand is that it takes a really tiny section of your audio, like a little snippet, and then it just starts looping it super fast and drowns it in reverb. And that's kind of what you have control over.
Very interesting.
And then there's certain ways, like you can just do a real quick like chicken scratch on your guitar and it tells it to like stop so you can kill it without having to interact with the pedal. It's very strange. But you can get some really cool pads out of it. It's kind of like having just the feedback on the the pulsar delay like cranked up all the way. Having that in a guitar rig, it's super fun.
Interesting. Oh, let me get my camera. I'll show you some of my pedals.
Real quick, I'm gonna see. While you're getting that set up, I'm taking a peek at L Rider's track because he's trying to win my heart over right now with all like the retro wave style like drums on it and stuff. Got a really thick Reese there as the bass. Like a really good sounding Reese, actually. Sorry to everybody who's watching the stream on their phone. You cannot hear that. All right, Sky.
Want to add one more layer of Reese. I have this insane Reese or preset.
Also, Sky, did you know that we have like willpower in the chat on this?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you want to say hi? Like this is pretty cool right now. So Skybound Zoo, another like Audiotool veteran, super respected producer within the ranks. I always thought you were like super reclusive, Sky. You there, my man? He's getting pedals set up, I guess.
All right, I'm back.
I'm still loading. Did you listen to Ars Noswell? How?
Hold up. I don't know who just said that, but could you repeat it?
Did you listen to Ars Monquins?
Yeah, no, I'm on it right now. I just have it turned down kind of low on the stream. I got caught up talking about all the Audiotool gear that I want to see be made real. Literally what I spent. Y'all got like a full song. How long is this?
Let's see. Hold on.
Because I was like shooting for like 30
1 minute
seconds.
and 25.
Oh my god, yeah. And y'all like you could copy and paste this and it'd be like a full 3-minute beat.
1 minute and 31 seconds if we're counting the birds at the end, the outro.
That Birds is a good choice.
Yeah.
Hey, publish this is Birdcore.
Oh man, I lost connection. It's not funny.
Hold on, should I add a campfire sound effect? That would be kind of cool. Just like in the beginning?
At the beginning. I think the Birds kind of closing it out. That's a good call. And then I think Brainwalker said that he just lost connection. Hold up, let me make sure that we're okay. Brain,
I
you still
might
there?
make it like fade in the beginning with the pad. Let's see how that sounds.
Or maybe that was Sandberg and I was hearing. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I heard a German accent. I don't know who it was. I hope that's okay.
I'm gonna make the pad fade in the beginning with the campfire. That'll sound cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's. Here it comes back. I lost a few minutes, but it will be fair.
Okay. Yeah, you still have 30 minutes left on the challenge. You're good, Brainwalker. Let me see if I got audio on your stream now. I've been wanting to hear this. Dang. All right, but I'll be able to hear it at the end. You're just holding me in anticipation, so it works out.
All right, here you go.
Hey, Scott. There you go.
All right, so the first one. Wait, I gotta turn the blur off. Hold on.
That looks like one of those pedals you would see in like somebody's modular rig. It's being censored. The government doesn't want me to know.
This is the 856 for Zeller's Acid.
How much was that pedal? That's got so many knobs on it.
I got it used. I think it was 400 Canadian.
It's not bad. I spent about that much. I got it hooked up right now. It's what my voice is running through. But I got a TC Helicon voice tone synth as a little vocal pedal. And I spent like 400 on that bad boy. And that's only like, you know, what, 9 effects? Yeah. And only 3 at one time.
3 at a time.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, this one is a micro looper. You can feed quite a good amount of time. It's maybe like a minute worth of audio, and then it splits it into 3 different tracks that you can do a bunch of stuff. You can reverse it. You can pitch
like an Andrew Wong like pedal feature.
One of those things, yeah.
Dog.
So here's another one from the same company.
Oh.
It's still.
Oh, there we go. There's mix. There's dial. What's M, Q, and E? Is that like filters?
It's still blurring. Hold on. Change background. All right, there it is.
Yeah, there you are.
So this is a count to 5. It kind of does the same thing where you can record one audio and then it can split it into up to 3 different tracks.
Yeah.
That are controlled by these different knobs, and there are different ways that it can do it. So there's one that's like feedback, which is essentially basically like a delay, but it like makes the delay using the audio itself by just timing it. You can randomize how it comes out and so forth. I have some stuff that I made with this. I can share it with you.
Like glitch effects and stuff that would end up being really useful for?
Not really glitch. I can actually show you a video. I can share a video with you.
Share it with me because I'm like right in the middle of this whole like producer playoffs thing. Send it to me in a message because I'm gonna take a listen to it after this. Dog, that's interesting. Then also there's a 5-string bass in the background. I'm sorry, like you play 5 strings, dog. What do you have the low string? Is it like a low B or something like that?
Yeah.
Shoot, man.
It's my baby.
Oh, that's beautiful. Is that a Fender or is that an Ibanez?
It's an Ibanez.
Dog, sick.
It's a short scale. I have small hands, of course.
Whenever the Geo line was really big, I got one of the cheapos they had for like 400 at Guitar Center, and like, I love this bass to pieces. I'm eventually gonna end up doing a passive bass. Actives are just a little bit too hot for me.
Oh.
But yeah, no, that's all the stuff that I record into Audiotool. Is that cheapo Ibanez and then my cheapo Fender Squire, and I love them to pieces, man. Buy a cheap guitar. Buy a cheap guitar, and then Audiotool literally just has pedals. Like, just start plugging it into the pedals right there, man. It's so easy.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of mine I got from pawn shops, honestly. Just people that don't know the value of what they have. You can get a decent. Like, I got a Starcaster for like $70 from a pawn shop.
Shoot.
And I'm like, you know what? I'll take it.
All right. I'm putting it up next to like a first act guitar on that price.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. This is my little tape thing that I was talking about.
Ooh.
It has like a little modded pitch wheel.
Yeah, man.
Up there. So I like to make my own tapes. I have some over here.
Do I start playing the track or do I just...
Yeah, just hit publish on it. And we're going to go through, we're going to have a listening party because the way we're going to find it is through the remix page for the original track, RG. So you just hit publish, man, and you're good to go.
Thing is, I wasn't able to publish that track some reason, so we implemented it over to a new track we made.
Okay, just put it in the comments, and I'll be able to find it that way then.
Wait, Naruto.
Yeah.
Is time up?
No. He just, I guess he got started a little bit earlier. I'm just explaining to RG how it works. Y'all still got, it's 5:09, and we started at about like 4:05. So you got 21 minutes? Yeah.
I'll bet I can do a lot in that time. All right.
Man, you know, if I was more responsible, I would have just like put a timer on my phone. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Y'all are working with a real professional right now, so.
Phil.
Hold up. RG has a like I thought that was just your profile picture. Look at his like Star Wars mask over here. What's that from? That looks sick, man.
Different.
You see that?
Yeah.
Man, I kind of want that. I want to be like an edgy like Daft Punk, but like I play like
I
thrash metal
have
or
the
something.
masks are Oblivion, a Star Wars Trooper, and I think it was like the dinosaur Power Rangers.
Wait, you made it yourself? Like you took other masks and then like basically glued them together to make that?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. Wait, so but it is a custom made thing if it's all those different franchises, right? I don't know. It looks for sure. It looks like a video game character. All right. Sky, I'm back. I'm sorry. I got distracted.
Priorities, brother.
Let's take a peek here. I haven't listened to Sandbergens in a minute, and I know that he is probably hitting his stride right about now.
The process is so interesting. Like he keeps it running. Like I think he's only stopped it once.
So
like,
he definitely allows stuff to. Oh my God! Look at how big it is. Holy crap! So I think that he is listening for like stuff as it gets like gradually more and more saturated in the effects, because like his release times and like his damping's like all the way down, his wet signals like almost all the way up on some of these. I think he's just letting them get like almost into a feedback state on aux sends.
Yeah, like even from an arrangement perspective.
Sorry.
I like those drums.
Adding the ideas in real time, that's pretty neat.
Let's head back over. I haven't listened to Velinor's here in a second, and I was really surprised. It almost feels like Velinor is making the kind of track that like Deco would sample and then use in like some crazy like cybercore, what's the Yami, like some Yami online track. But I'd like if you take a peek, he has these really great sounding snare rolls that are going on. And I was looking, he was doing some stuff that I've only recently discovered you can really like fine tune on the Machinist. By the way, is that how it's pronounced? Machinist, or is it like Machinist? Machiniste? Do you have any idea?
Simple. I keep it real simple.
Yeah, yeah. On the drum machine. And you can take where the velocity is going to affect like the amount that the cutoff opens up. And then also, something I never realized, he has for more like fast and intense moments, it dips down in pitch instead of dipping up. Like he's taken the actual pitch and he's modulated it there. And it works so good for those like really fast, kind of marchy sounding like snare rolls. It's really live sounding, and I need to do more stuff like that with my live drum rig so I can make it sound better. Crafting up his bass right now. For the sake of any cell phone viewers, I'm going to move along here, but I am absolutely in love with that. And I'm going to head back over to L Rider, who does have some also admittedly fantastic drums just for the sounds that he's chosen. And some crazy chord movements too. It gets like, what, like augmented right there? Out of context from the picture, I would, I think, say that this almost has like a medieval kind of sound to it on L Rider's track. All right, and then finally, I want to get back to Prod Quinn because he just has a straight up like actual song rolling here. Not a quick little like, you know, motif that's going to pop up on a video game. He has like the whole entire soundtrack that's going to go up. That's Quinn that's working along with Drew on this track as teammates. I don't have his muted. I do have his muted. Okay, let's unmute that. Wow. Mouse is moving around, not hearing anything. They're discussing some tactics here for how they're going to go through and complete everything. Let's go back over. So, I'm interested because you have a very unique approach to so much stuff being done in the actual workspace and not as much attention being paid to the timeline. So I'm really interested, Sky. What was it that grabbed you about Sandbergen with him just like leaving it rolling? Are you starting and stopping a whole lot and really contemplating every single section? Because I kind of had like the idea that yours were very almost like droney in nature just because there's like a lot of loopholes that are set up there in the workspace. Skybound, you're muted right now, just so you know. There you go.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, arrangement is not my strongest suit. I think in loops, but kind of atmospheres, I guess. Where it's just a single sound or a feel that I try to capture. And I just sit in that for like 2 minutes and then call it a life.
Nice. So you just will leave like a section looped out and you're just getting all the sounds right. Like you don't do the entire track like over and over.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe 70% of my time is spent just finding samples, tweaking them, to make it like force it into what I want it to sound like. And the end result is pretty much kind of just the accumulation of all these sounds I found.
No, I mean that's essentially how I do vocals. If that's anything, I just keep on recording layer after layer after layer and just like a whole bunch of takes, and I just leave Audiotool on loop in the background until I finally get what I want. And then I craft it up and I'm finally dropping it in the studio. That way I can save the rest of Audiotool from having to experience that in real time. So that's actually how I record all of my stuff now that I think about it. Any kind of live instrument. Yeah. It's almost like punching in.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I think Brainwalkers are probably going to have this audio issue, but he has the full 25 bars. It's got a drum machine labeled as percussion, so I'm going to imagine that's a little bit more of a lively feel. It's got one just called pipe. So I don't know if I should expect pipe organ or literally like more of a kind of flute sound. Bass is on a pulverizatizer. Fantastic choice. I'm also seeing one titled Glockenspiel. That's a Heisenberg, which is going to be very tinny, very bright, I'm guessing. Those are my predictions. Place your bets. Let's take a peek here. Back at Line Riders. Okay. And then it looks like Line Rider is going along with the kick and snare and just programming in some side chains with the Cobalt. Sky, do you, since you do so much within the workspace, whenever you end up adding a side chain, are you doing that through, hold on one second, homie. Do you end up doing that through a pedal or do you like actually like program and automate it?
I automate the volume.
Okay.
For if I'm like ducking or if I need this side chain.
You like get just like super precise with it.
Yeah. And I can
because you can choose the curve and everything.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
You can make it cut fully.
I like still like having the compressor kind of do all that for me. I don't know, I feel like that's a force of habit from my schooling. It was like, here's how you do it, and then we kind of like moved on to the next thing. So I was like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to be a professional about like side chaining. So I used to do it through automations, but I hadn't done that in forever. Jay, I didn't mean to end up cutting you off there. So go ahead. What were you saying?
What's the challenge today? I just got home from work.
Oh, you're good. Well, it's about to wrap up here in about like 10 minutes. You
Yeah,
want to stick around for the
it's
listening
fine.
party?
It's fine. Yeah, I'll stick around for the listening party, I guess. I was
All
hoping I
right.
could make it in time, but I guess I couldn't.
No, it's all good, man. I got Willpower
good.
here. He's about to take off. He's gonna do the same thing that we've kind of done for yesterday's stream, where we're gonna end up having everything get judged here last second. Will, real quick before you take off, dog, thank you so much for sticking around here with Producer Playoffs. We got one more day here that come up on some streams. We're gonna end up having some results come in. Any parting words to all the producers here in the stream today?
You guys are great, man. I love what you guys are doing creatively. Like, keep going, keep grinding, like, keep creating great sounds. It's super dope, man. I love it.
Hell yeah.
You guys are
Spreading love all around.
much appreciated, man.
Much appreciated. Valentine's Day themed.
Anybody want to reach out to me, man? I'm at Willpower on Instagram.
Hell yeah. And check out his Instagram, man. He has you end up putting up a whole bunch of different posts about your perspective as not just a music producer, but a beat maker, about a hit maker. And you have like some really great contacts too. You were like shouting out a whole bunch of people at the Grammys that you have relationship with, and it's interesting kind of getting a peek into what that looks like at a high level producer like Willpower.
Music changed my life, man, so you guys keep going. It can change your life.
Hell yeah. Well, Will, I hope that you have a fantastic Valentine's dinner day, man. Appreciate you for sticking around with us. I'm going to send those tracks off to you. We're going to have them published in a couple of minutes, so y'all will be hearing the results tomorrow as we have Producer Playoffs wrapping up its final day for this round. So, Will, God bless, man. Thank you so much for coming by.
Love you, bro.
All right. Peace out, brother. All right. So we got now it's at 5:22. So what do we say? What was it, like 4:05 that we hit go on? So 4:35.
Yeah.
Yeah, about like 10 minutes here left on the clock.
Where do I put the link after I publish it?
Just... You know what I was well inner German voice showing themselves. No, you just hit publish on the track. So it'll show up as a remix. If you run into any issues, I know that one of our contestants was having trouble getting it published, so they copied and pasted it. Just post it in the comments section on the track, on the original one from A Records.
Sounds good. What song is it from A Records?
It's the Producer Playoffs Day 2. It's the most the one that you hit remix on. Unless you just open up a session, in which case just put it down in the comments. It's in the chat right now on Discord. Let me make sure, right? On the Producer Playoffs page. Oh, okay. Here. I'll copy and paste it so it's like right there. Perfect.
Cool, thanks.
Nice.
No, we're done.
Nice.
We did it.
Dog, you did it with time to spare too. It's because I put everybody on so much pressure yesterday, getting everything done within an hour. Now, like, this extra 30 minutes, it's just luxury. All right. There we go with L. Ryder. It looks like he is about ready to publish on his.
Yo, Noswell.
Yo, what's up?
We're done. We finished. We did it.
Dog, nice. Let me go over here, and I'm just going to refresh the page on remixes. Y'all ready to publish?
I'm ready.
Dog, hit it.
All right,
honestly, good. Yours sounded finished like 30 minutes ago. Like it's been good.
We just added a few tweaks. Like we added our producer tags. We added like risers and like little sound effects.
Okay, yeah, man.
All the little bits, but yeah.
Did you use that Kingdom Hearts sounding crash that everybody uses?
Wait, I might put that in. Thanks for that.
I freaking love that thing so much.
I used a different one.
Quinn used a similar sounding one, but I might put that like when like the ukulele or guitar sound comes in.
You got uke in it finally? Oh, I didn't get to hear it.
Well. I took a sample from the sample library. I didn't get a record, but I just looked up ukulele F note.
Yeah.
I think it's a guitar, but it sounds similar enough to a ukulele.
That'll be the next Audiotool resource collective. It'll be the ukulele pack. Actually, I think there is a ukulele pack.
Actually?
Yeah, I think there is.
That would be sick if there is.
Added to those packs?
Show Noswalt the part with the guitar.
Here we go. I'm over in your stream.
Yeah, go to that part. I put the Kingdom Hearts crash in.
Oh my god.
I love that. As a booty club type beat. You know why I like the hey listen as a chant so much? I'm pretty sure that was like a Luxor thing back in the day on one of his tracks. Is either Luxor or Zavi, one of those, because I looked up to them so much back in the day. Rod's attacking his mic. He's so hyped. He's just punching the shit out of it right now. All right. Taking what might be a final look at Sandbergen's track as things are getting wrapped up here.
Shmimpoop, is that the name?
Shmimpoop.
is that the name?
I don't know. I keep on saying shrimp, like Shmimpoop. Dog, you ever try to make like fake names for like characters?
We just called the song Zelda.
Oh yeah, no. I mean that's Zelda type beat.
No, and the tags the only tag is Shmimpoop type beat.
Man, oh no. That's it. That's it right there. That's gonna be an official tag. That's gonna be a new genre on Audiotool. So as I'm going through a real quick observation, just me and myself in the stream here, Sandbergen is live tweaking the knobs. This man grew up in the Acid House era, and it shows very much. He's actually recording himself like tweaking the knobs like with his mouse and everything. That's just so freaking cool. I only ever do that when I want a random signal. I just start twitching with the mouse like really fast, trying to get like something like really all over the place. All right. Prod Quins, let's see if we pull up Audiotool here. See if they got theirs published yet. So we got Volcron with Gotta Go Fast, which is another...
I'm actively publishing.
Oh, okay,
it's rendering audio right now. It's encoding now.
Okay, so Drew's on the... nice.
It's about to create snapshot.
I mean, you're doing it with time to spare, but I mean, you don't really have to do anything else to the track, man. It's got it.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hard one. This actually, I think I left it so open that I let everybody kind of use their strengths on this. This is going to be a hard one to judge because all the songs so far like legitimately stand on their own. Except I don't know about Brainwalkers. I got no idea.
Me and Quinn we usually do like trap stuff. And we just had fun. And we just made it quick, but it's like a full song.
But you made trap work for this like elf goblin looking thing. And you didn't make chainmail, by the way. Like you just made like straight up like kind of like digicore style trap and you made it work like really nice.
I feel like the flute was also a great element for it.
Well, yeah, because you already hear like flute leads a whole lot. Like, wasn't that like in a bunch of the Little Boat like album? Like, there was a whole bunch of different flute leads that were being used on that.
I don't know, but
I think
Quinn
memory's
killed
not serving me
Quinn
right on
killed
that,
it
but
with
I'm
the
pretty
beat.
sure.
Quinn killed it with the beat, and I just added the other elements and the vocals.
I mean, this is okay. So I know it's tough to organize a team for this, but honestly, like that's the huge advantage right there. Latunic Rider. I didn't realize that L Rider changed his name to that. All right. Ooh. That's what Velinor. Okay, so he's publishing too. Bro
Oh, did I
walked
change it to
500
100?
miles and 500 more. And he will walk 500
Okay,
more.
I'm finished. Just in time, I think.
Nice. You still got basically 5 minutes,
Six.
but we already got
5
people
minutes?
publishing.
5 minutes?
Yeah.
Let's
see.
do some shit.
Let me go. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to be exact.
Okay.
Brainwalker, I'm really excited to hear what yours sounds like. I've had to kind of craft it in my head, so I have high expectations. Ooh, his is published. Okay.
I'm actually proud of this song.
Y'all should for real like go through and remix it and make it a whole entire song.
I mean, it kind of already is. 1 minute and 31 seconds isn't. I mean, it's short, but
that's not uncommon though, man. That's
yeah.
It's all kinds of different artists putting out, like especially like super like TikTok ready style stuff.
Should I put this on my album? Should I put this on my album?
Do it. Use the artwork of Shmimpoop. That's just something I sketched up. Like that'd be freaking. Make them all dripped out. Like.
No, I was gonna use a different cover art, but I was like, no, it has to be Shmimpoop. I downloaded like a pregnant Zelda thing, like Zelda but pregnant, or Link but pregnant, like a cursed
AI
image.
art, like...
And I was gonna make that the cover art.
What is it? Like Link inflation.
Yeah, it was.
I don't.
I went.
I don't know how risque I can get with this
Pinterest.
stream, so I'm having to like catch myself. But no, that could be really funny.
Yeah, I went on Pinterest and I was like, I looked up Link, Zelda cursed images.
No, what you gotta do, you gotta go on DeviantArt and be like Link X something. Like doesn't matter. There's gonna be like ship art of it, and that's how you find like the really cursed stuff.
I have a
Damn, already 2 likes.
Lie.
Why are people already listening? 2 likes, not including myself, because I do the little Audiotool glitch. I fully admit to liking my own tracks with the Audiotool glitch.
Gosh.
I fully admit.
Boo.
I click hide track. I press play, then I click that little heart. I fully admit to that.
Boo. All right. Let me get Discord pulled back up on the stream.
Hey, it just means I like my own song. I'm just proud of myself.
I love myself. No, I think I mean you're admitting it. I think the issue is when you got like people that like try and skirt by it and like not be noticed.
Yeah.
I really think you need to add something similar to like Tuesday.
It's super muffled on your mic. Go. Oh, okay. Now you're good. Repeat it.
I said I think they need to add something similar to like Keyscape to audio.
I think we need like a poll system or something set up for like challenges like this where we can get like a whole bunch of people to vote. I know they've had that for other challenges before, but it's always been on a separate page. If like the community could set up something like that. Like imagine if, man, the Discord window like does not exist to OBS right now. So we're going to look at Audiotool here for a bit. Anyways, that'd be a ton of fun. That's all I was getting at. Can I? What? Oh, there we go. Oh, all right. We got Discord back up and running. Brainwalker, I'm taking a peek at your track. You got
I'm about to join the stream.
15 seconds. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so he's hitting republish. There we go. L Rider, I think you already had yours published. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Velinor.
All right, Volks is
you're
really
listening
good.
back to yours. Ooh, whoa, I don't want to spoil. Sandbergen. All right, Sand Gandalf tries to be the elf kind of thing. I like last minute titles a lot. It's not an appreciated.
Wait, did Sand post?
Yeah. Sand. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna refresh.
It just wasn't in the remixes.
Okay. Yeah. So there should also be some. There we go. There's L Riders right there. Oh wait, no, don't do that. Let's go. Open a new tab.
Oh no!
What's up?
Viol, whatever the hashtag person.
Yeah.
However, theirs is insane.
I know.
Say that.
I know. I was listening. So the parts that I kept on tuning back in on while they were streaming was all like doing the snare rolls on it, and that's one snare sample that's like super crazy modulated to make sound live, and it's unbelievably impressive what they're able to pull off with that. I'm excited to listen to the rest of the track.
I know for a fact Quinn and I are not winning, but it was definitely fun.
Now, hey, yours was getting a ton of praise the entire time by everybody who was streaming in. I just want to let you know.
Oh.
All of our guest artists. Okay, there's L Riders. I know that I am looking for one from Jack and Nelly, but I just don't know where it's at. Jack, are you still there on stream? I saw you there a little earlier. No, it looks like Jack is out. Well, I don't want that to be the case. No, I don't want to end up just ignoring his track. Got to go fast. That. Okay, so that's only 4 tracks there. Who else? Who was on Jack's team? That's a good question. Okay, there's Drew.
I have a question.
Hey, what's up?
So, say I wanted to like make a sample in FL. Could I import it on the Audiotool and then use it, or does that have to be like straight from there?
I mean, if your sample is the entire song, like that's like what's the point, you know? But yeah, if you had something that you whipped up in another DAW and brought in, I mean, like, you know, I'm recording vocals in Audition whenever I do that, and I bring it over to Audiotool. That's mainly so I don't clog up the servers with like thousands of vocal tracks, and that way too people can really easily remix stuff. It's not like a million different samples. But yeah,
Quinn,
no, that's totally fine. If you've made it, it's yours. Do whatever you want.
Quinn, this is a good sign. We got it. We got a retro favorite.
Oh shoot. Oh yeah, that's like a blessing from the gods.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody know? Because I'm ready to start, but I know for sure that I'm missing one track from Jack and Jelly. Does anybody have any idea where that is? Because I saw them working on a track, but I just don't know. Because like everything 7 hours ago, 3 hours ago. 8. Okay, Jack is just publishing like a ton of songs. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I know RG.
Never mind. To be fair, I think Retro liked all the remixes.
He's just in full support of the producer playoffs. Retro is one of my favorite producers on Audiotool.
Hey, but that means Retro listened and most likely wouldn't like it if he didn't actually like it still.
No, I don't think he's like just giving you like a petty like or anything like that. Okay. Yeah. Hey, RG, if you're listening in on the stream, please, or Jack and Jelly, go ahead and publish your track. And I know you said you're having issues with it being a remix. Put it in the comments. I really want to be able to listen to it on stream, but I got to get things started so that we're wrapping up at a decent hour. So let's go ahead and take some time. Y'all, if you want to join in on Discord, let's have a listening party. I got my stream up live and rolling right now with the little infinite window going. You all see that? Let's take some time and let's listen to hashtags A Long Journey. Let's crank up that volume.
Shoot, I'm not in your stream now. So are you listening to a song right now?
Yeah, I'm listening to A Long Journey from hashtag.
I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, right now it's just a huge sub.
So do you listen by yourself? Because I can't hear any sounds.
Oh, okay.
I can hear it.
I can hear it.
Let me adjust. I'm gonna do yeah, so it should be the sound that's coming through Discord. Don't click on my webcam. Click on my stream that has like where you can see just the Discord window in there. Brainy, was that you or was that Sand?
It was Brainy.
Okay. Do you got it figured out now, Brain?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start calling you Brian. Okay, here we go. Let's start over because this is like super dramatic. Whole lot of empty space. That's super cool. I hope y'all are listening on like headphones. That's so cool. I'm curious. Okay, so that is the ending to it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the screenshot hasn't been sitting long enough for me to dig into it that much. Y'all heard it like start going up on pitch as it's slowing down slightly. That is so cool. Hashtag very, very interesting artist on Audiotool. Super cryptic.
Hashtag's probably like my favorite artist on Audiotool. Hashtag and with dignity.
But hashtag's all over the place on the sound too. Like it is always these really like bright and glittery sounds that kind of, you know, reflect some of what you're getting from like this kind of album art, right? But oh my goodness, like unbelievably complex in the composition all the time. Crazy different sounds. Hashtag, is a Long Journey remix enabled? Okay. Y'all, I'm going to take a lesson here.
Oh, wait, are you supposed to have remix enabled?
It doesn't matter. But for hashtag, it really matters. Please leave that open because I need to dig into your workspace and see how you're doing some of these things and completely rip you off if that's okay. All right. I think we're all really excited. This is Prod Quinn and They Love Drew with Zelda type beat. I think I've basically heard the extent of this, but oh my goodness. Let's see everything with it rendered down, no longer hearing the audio from the studio.
Hi Drew, how are you?
that's such a freaking happy melody too. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh.
Just the rhythm of the 808 like makes it feel like it's some super hard like trap beat. But then you got this super like fun, happy melody on top of it. It has just enough where it's going around the leading tone, which like I love doing that in compositions where it's almost melancholic feeling. Man, y'all absolutely knocked it out of the park on that. Hats off.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Literal hats off. Oh my goodness. Man. Oh yeah. And then we got to get serious. All right. So, all right. Next track here is Brainwalker's Challenge.
No, as well, I'm gonna leave the call and just join in on the stream.
Bro, you're good. Brainwalkers. In Brainwalker, I've not been able to hear your track yet. I saw that you saw some glockenspiel sounds. I saw something titled as pipe that was in there too. I don't know whether to expect a pipe organ or like a kind of flute type sound. There's a few more things that I had noticed. I'm pretty sure there was a space in there. Yeah, a couple of different spaces. I'm almost expecting to get like some strings and some pads.
Yes.
Before I
some
take the
space,
listen, you want to set the mood for some of your Shmimpoop inspiration?
Oh, just the picture inspired me, and I like that gaming sounds, orchestral gaming sounds. So I tried. So it's
Okay.
not easy in Audiotool, but yeah, let's
I
have a
mean,
look.
you had a giant workspace on this. Oh, and then that was the next thing. The drums are labeled as percussion, so I'm interested to see how you end up going about this. Let's give it a second. A newly published track. We are ripping the plastic seal off of this and getting it brand new. So, there we go. Ooh. I heard part of your audio earlier. I remember hearing that China.
That was cool.
Wow. Okay. Timpani.
Thanks,
like
guys.
fantastic use on that. The pad, creepy, especially with the glockenspiel going up on top of that. This is like Shmimpoop as like a dark elf. You're making him way cooler than he actually is. This dude looks lame. You just put him in like a factory forging swords on top of a volcano, like, you know, with a whole bunch of other, like, you know, prisoners of war that are having to make these weapons. You did something unbelievably cool with that. All right.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And then, yeah, just fantastic work on that. Wow. Have y'all been able to hear Volcrons? We played it while everybody was working on music earlier. This was made before the stream got started, within just 45 minutes. So I was there with Volcron, timing him. Schedule didn't work out. He was going off to work. So he might be there, actually seeing us go over his track right now. Have any of you been able to take a peek at it?
Of course.
All right.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to it in earnest here. I'm really excited about this one. I told him to just publish, to not worry about doing the outro on anything like that. That is just a baseline that's sitting there and it's doing its job. That is a really good chord progression on like some awesome like choir strings sounding pads. That's got to be the space synthesizer. I keep on bringing that up, just how effective that is. That's one space synthesizer pulling that off. The lead is just immaculately crafted to go over all the chords on that. Of course, the glide note in there. As we have some of these like really organic sounds, we have some very synthetic performance happening with them. And it just gives it a very video gamey feel, but it's so dire sounding. Huge emotional response that I get from Volcrons. If you are watching right now, man, oh my goodness, you killed it. Congratulations on just making a
Volcron's like
baller
W
track.
artist on this.
I can't think of how he'd end up pulling something off that fast. I couldn't write that within 45 minutes. I would sit there and be tweaking the melody and just now have that done. And my chords would be all wonky. I could not get that done that fast. I think this is wrapping us up, Jack and Jelly. I'm still hoping that I can find your track that you had along with a DG. I see where you're going through and you're liking all of these tracks right here. So please do publish, get it put in the comments, reach out to me. I really want to end up finding yours because we are about to wrap it up here with Sandbergum's magnum opus. Gandalf tries to be an elf kind of thing. I love it. Okay, I don't want to... Hold on, what was that before I start?
I said I might have to steal that lead from Paul.
That's, yeah. And Sandbergen, too. I want to give you just a moment here. Anything that you want to say before we just devour your track?
No.
Okay.
Started promising, and then it became a little bit boring. I didn't know what to carry on. No, not you. No, the song.
No. I was going to say that me and Skybound Zoo were watching your workflow and kind of how you tend to end up working within the Audiotool studio. He acknowledged that you leave like the entire track on loop and you'll just let it keep on running as you're adjusting stuff. I took notice that you were doing a lot of live tweaking on the knobs, that wasn't programming automations, that was you hitting record and actually like making them go up and down. Do you have a history with like Acid House?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
A long history.
Yeah. It
yeah,
shows
I always do my automation with recording.
No, and it's yeah, let's see, because that does end up getting across a very lively feel to it. So let's take a peek here at Gandalf Tries to Be an Elf Kind of Thing. A name that surely our grandchildren are going to be repeating as they talk about the halls of music history.
The name of my memoirs.
Yes. I'll be on your gravestone.
Title, yeah.
There are so many synthesizers on the workspace. Hey. Oh. Are those all Pulf drums?
It's only Pulse and Heisenbergs, no samples.
Okay. That's a lot of effort to put into an hour and a half on a track.
This is the happy phase.
I didn't get to hear the lead. Ooh. We're putting what's his name, Shmimpoop, in one of those indie side scroller emotional journeys as he goes through and has a bunch of cold interactions with all the other characters. A whole bunch of different sunset scenes are kind of what I'm seeing from this. This is Shmimpoop going through the hero's journey in this track. Okay, so first off, of course, the pull of drums. That's unbelievably like impressive. Was that okay? So I see a hi-hat and a snare, but these are presets that you've made.
Yeah.
How long have you had these presets sitting in Audiotool that you know of?
Long
time.
Yeah, the hi-hat is one of my oldest presets, I think.
The snare sounds phenomenal on this, and it really adds to the video gamey sound. Was that some of the point of using like the pulve drums on this to give it kind of a
To be honest, it's just my first choice always when I do stuff like this. I take it and I adjust it, and I always work with presets, adjust them, and save them as new presets.
Man.
That's how I work. It's almost always the same sound as in the basic.
Okay. Well, y'all, right there, Gandalf has not just tried to be an elf kind of thing. He has completely succeeded. So I lied a second ago. I actually forgot about this track. I had it messaged to me from L. Ryder. This one we heard, and the big compliment, L. Ryder, that I was giving you throughout the entire process was on the drums. I love the sound selection that you ended up going for. Very synthwavy that has a soft spot in my heart here. Real quick, I think, yeah, you're still in stream. Anything that you wanted to say about this track, some of your inspiration, what you're going for?
I just did a lot of just like strings. Honestly, it just made it cymatic almost. Like a synthwave cymatic type feel.
Yeah. Now, you had some really interesting chords that we're going to hear on this too. Were you going for any crazy like jazz theory stuff, or is this one of those happy accidents where you're dragging a chord around and the piano roll and you're like, dang, that sounds good?
Oh, so I did like 2 notes at the beginning, like a 2-note chord. And basically I just copy and pasted those 2-note chords, and I made an accidental chord.
Okay.
And then I just copy and pasted and made a chord progression.
I think that was the accidental chord that I ended up hearing. Okay. All right. Let's take some time here, and it's 1:16. So once again, this is a lot more than I thought y'all were going to be able to pull out of this challenge. I was setting the bar way too low. So let's go ahead. Oh, I really like that creepy melody starting it out.
That creepy melody is actually a funk bass, but pitched really high.
Really?
I don't know how it worked.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird. I accidentally clicked the preset.
Was it on the drum machine that you pitched up really high?
No, it was preset I have. Funk bass preset I got.
Huh. It works really well.
Music. It does. It's weird.
Okay, and there. Okay, right. I can hear the pumping right there. Okay, so this is another thing. Last thing I'm going to point out, and I really want to just let the song roll. I'm sorry. I saw you handcrafting every automation for the sidechain on that too, which is something I think is a great habit for people to go into. It really allows you to be specific. Listen to just, if you can hear it, the pumping on the pads. So even though these drums aren't like super crazy huge, they feel really big with everything coming out behind them when they hit. Oh, now they feel like definitely perfect reverb on the snare. So with Shmimpoop right here, was this kind of like a dark elf inspired thing because of the little like mimic looking chest on his back? Because this one is like the most evil sounding out of like all the beats that have been submitted.
He seems like a really dark character, like not dark, but like almost like sad. He seems like a sad, dark character.
Yeah, this has a this is almost like a villain kind of theme to it. Was that honestly the intention right there, or just kind of tragic was like, more you were going for?
More tragic. Like he seems like a really down character.
Well, I like your interpretation on it, and honest to goodness, every single track here is doing a lot of legwork. So the idea of the challenge was to really set up this character with just some darn good theme music that's going to inform the player a lot about who he is, maybe even what he does within the game. For instance, I like to think of Hashtag's track here, kind of having this jaunty chord progression. Let's take a listen.
It's so good.
And it's like so unpredictable too. Like this is that kind of chaotic sound that I know from a lot of Hashtag stuff. The strings come up in the background. That part. That, I mean, that the song's full of character. Like it implies so much.
It's great.
Zelda here, oh my goodness, like makes him a plug. He does kind of look like a merchant with all the stuff on his back right there. I like the very modern twist on this, which would make him a comedic character. I don't know, yeah. Maybe he's fed up with what's going on in his life and carrying around all this crap. Oh, and Prod, Quinn, and Drew, are y'all still on the stream here? Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have any idea, like, kind of the lyrical content of this? Because I've not even paid attention to like what the words are.
No, I have no idea. That was all Drew. I didn't even know he was doing that.
I wonder if the assets are public here. No, okay, that's what those are. All right. Man, I would love to know if the lyrics were there to help kind of shape some of the character development on that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think genre does a whole lot for getting character across because we already assign like different aesthetics to that. So you staying so firmly within like the trap soundscape and then incorporating some of these different things like the flute melody on top and that Zelda video gamey sounding like chord progression loop in the background. That does a whole lot for bringing a very specific image to this. Brainwalker's track here. Creepy. Like super cinematic. So we talk about invoking character. This is like invoking a story along with that character. And I'm thinking about too, using this within a video game. Okay, hold up. I got a message from Drew here. Let me go over to it. He said, lyrics are like a sad journey, but it's also about getting past all that stuff. Okay, I see that within just, I mean, I'm talking about my own crummy artwork on that, but no, I think you've imposed more meaning than I've implied with it. That's good. So, love the timpani. The thing I was going to say about Brainwalker's track, I can see this being used in an actual, like, cutscene for a video game. Telling the story, walking through a little bit of his origin, where he's at right now, getting you as the player started and established within this character. That's some of the benefit of really going for a cinematic style on this. It tells and infers so crazy much. Volcrons. Volcrons tells me about the game this character would be. I feel like it would imply a lot of the way that I'd be playing this person.
Gives me chills.
Shmimpoop is the kind of character you have to play, and the gameplay says something. He like has to poison himself, and then he goes up to like an enemy mob, and they all get poisoned. But then he has to cure himself. It's all self-destructive. This is Shmimpoop as like way better than Shmimpoop. You described a better character than I gave you, Volcron. I'm sorry. Fantastic. One Love, L Rider. Let's go back over here. This is good too because it does have this cinematic opening with all the sounds and textures, starting it off. The drums not being brought up in earnest. I feel like this. I feel like that could be like a motif that keeps on playing for him, and it gets established in different songs as his character develops. Potentially as his character develops, it's something that's not noted to. I'm sorry. My example fell apart there, but I understand what. This song redeems a lot of that shortcoming that I had with Challenge. L Rider, fantastic. And then finally, unless I can get Jack and Jellies, I'm trying to stall for you here a little bit, brother. Here is Gandalf tries to be an elf kind of thing.
Love this. The bass is perfect.
So similar to what I said about Volcrons, I feel like this infers a lot about the game setting that he's in. I feel like a lot of that's because of the actual like raw drum textures, a lot of like noise, and it just feels very video gamey to me. So it seems like this would be more old school, like I said earlier, side-scrolling kind of thing. Some of the discussion that we were having on genre informing a lot. It's like a shorthand for kind of telling you what to expect out of the piece of media. This, with like just the medium of some of these raw sounds, is doing the same thing. It's inferring a lot of what this game would look like to this character. Like this would be the cover art that would be on a cardboard sleeve, on a cartridge that Shmimpoop takes place inside of that world. And a fantastic, just jaunty melody. Sandberg and you kind of got a little bit of like a bard sound within this like video game soundscape going.
What kind of thing? Bard?
Yeah, like I'd imagine like a bard coming up like on a loop.
Bard. Okay.
Yeah. And playing something similar
the...
to this melody that pops up at the very end. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, it's old school. Yeah.
I like it. All right, one last check. Anybody heard anything from Jack and Jelly before I start rating these tracks? I hadn't heard nothing. All right. Well, Jack, you know,
Jelly.
we're also going to have some input here coming in from Willpower tomorrow on these tracks. And we're also going to have a little bit more coming into for everybody's track from yesterday. So thank you for kind of holding there. We just got the tracks to Will earlier today. So tomorrow is going to be when we're truly announcing a winner over the producer playoffs for this round. So if we got to pick a best out of the bunch, okay, and then Gandalf tried an elf kind of thing. I feel like I'm looking at the three right now between hashtag, Drew and Quinn, and Volcron. I feel like I'm looking at the top three out of that. Hashtag made some very bold moves. Like, there's a lot of downtime in this song, and it builds a lot of anticipation. Still 1 minute. Like, he met the challenge on, like, getting something across. And production-wise, I think hashtag Volcrons have, like, the best, like, sound design. Drew and Quinn, I feel like y'all's is the best songwriting-wise. I mean, it's because you went for a pop song structure and you knocked it out of the park. That's not something that's easy to pull off in just a small amount of time. Also, I got lyrics from Drew.
Hi, Drew. How are you?
Let's do one final listen through here on Volcrons. Let's rate first, second, and third on this. Listen it off the willpower. We'll get our final call. Okay. So. Volcron does not get first. And I don't say that lightly. The 45-minute limit, it's amazing what he was able to pull off with that. And I want to give him extra points just for kind of operating with that handicap. But there are some really great songs right next to his. So, hashtag, all on his own, but he had the option to do a team. And man, there's a lead, there's a smaller lead under it, there's the drums, there's the little arpeggiator that's going off, there's all the effects that are starting to stack up right here, there's like a little string pad, and there's a string arp that starts coming in. It's so thick in its composition. There's so much going on. And it's so melancholic. And then Drew. Man, I mean, like, they did freaking lyrics. They got backing vocals on it too. Good drum loop. They made it from scratch for someone to do it. They have all the risers, and crashes, and everything in place. The 808 dropping out here. I mean, it's by the books, but it is like every single thing from the book that you need to take and slap down to a trap beat to make it end up like hitting hard. And two, crazy genre mixing that is really hard to pull off on the spur of the moment. I'm tied. I think Volcron's third, and oh man, but I can take some comfort in knowing I'm not the final call here. I'm only 50% of it, and then willpower is gonna be the tiebreaker. Okay, it's unbelievably close. I feel like my call, that would be appropriate. Drew and Quinn first. Hashtag second. So close to tying at first, I guess. Can I tie them for first? No, I'm gonna go in that order. Okay, Drew and Quinn, congratulations. Y'all are getting first place here on this challenge. I'm gonna end up sending this list out to Willpower and see what he ends up choosing out of the bunch right there. If he ends up choosing hashtag, that's gonna end up being the winner. I think that y'all are gonna end up kind of winning his heart over by doing trap. Thank y'all so much for the patience there. I'm torn here. I don't know what to do. I don't like being the person to make other people lose. Oh my goodness, but that's fantastic. And the
Congratulations.
crowd goes wild. We got a big old celebration over here. Quinn, I've been holding you for like hours now, man. Anything
Congrats.
before you peace out?
I think everyone did well in their own part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dip.
All right. Peace out, man. And
Yeah, but
gotta make sure and tag both y'all as the winner. L Ryder, dude, phenomenal work. Velinor, also hashtag. Oh my goodness. Please leave your remix open. I really want to open up this track and figure out some of the sounds that were going on. I'm also now realizing that kind of your whole entire aesthetic you also have laid out within the Audiotool studio with that light theme. That's super cool. Sandbergen, thank you. I know it's like friggin' 5 a.m. or something crazy like that for you. Go to bed, man.
Totally crazy. It's
Yeah.
12.
Oh, well, that's like 5 a.m. for me. I go to bed at like 8 every night. So
All right,
Um,
I will
Go to
go.
bed at like 4.
4 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh, we're gonna do an all-nighter with the stream.
I'm
You're
not
with
playing
me.
Warzone. Open all nighter?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be hanging it up here. I just want to give everybody just nice kind of send off. Brainwalker, thank you so much. I know it's also like probably midnight for you too, then, right?
Yeah,
We
that's
only
right.
have one
Okay.
time zone in Germany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So thank you very much for your great moderation again.
Hey, thank y'all so much.
You're a
Ryder,
nice show.
oh my goodness, it's crazy seeing how much like better that you're getting as a producer too. It feels like every single challenge that you end up participating in, whether the summer games or whether this, you're knocking it out of the park, man. Awesome drum selection. I really cannot compliment you on that enough. That does so much for production. Fantastic work.
Thank you.
All right. And then to everybody joining in here for Producer Playoffs Day 2, we're going to be signing off right now. It is 6:16. My voice is raw. And thank you so much. Tune in tomorrow at 4 p.m. We're going to be doing our final challenge and announcing all of our winners. I think we're going to have a great celebration. Hopefully, it'll end up sounding a little something like this TikTok ad right here. Excuse me. Oh. I wanted to do something really funny and get a crowd sound effect playing here, but I'm getting a cheese ad on YouTube, so we're going to sign off. Goodbye.